Hello, I'm Derek Giant Johnson. Derek's the mask name and Diana's the fem name. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the reemergence of gazi kodzo. And if you don't know who that is, basically was an extremist black nationalist who made a bunch of videos encouraging black people to break into white people's houses and rob them as forced reparations. He would often say very derogatory things towards other races and talk about how basically everything he did was justified because bad shit was happening. And look, to be fair, the black community does face a lot of like systemic racism, racism. I'm not very good with my words. So, again, yes, there are legitimate reasons to be angry. But now he's basically being anti-Semitic and doubling down on it. A series of videos uploaded of him under, I think it's a black nationalist account because they called him Commander Gazi, and talking about white colonizer Jews. So at the very least, they're anti-Semitic. Basically talking about how he's not sorry for saying fuck Anne Frank. No, I'm not making up. He actually said that. I'm not leaving out context or anything. And basically how she deserved it because she was a white devil Jew, which is disgusting. She was literally a fucking child who was taken away and violently slaughtered for being Jewish. Oh, and his logic for that was because, well, we don't learn enough about slavery, which is actually kind of a fair point, but that's not really a good excuse to be anti-Semitic. You know, two groups can have faced tragedies that these due to immutable factors, right? Like, it's not just this one extreme where only the black people have suffered and nobody else can have suffered because of that, which is fucking stupid. It talks about how kids are brainwashed into feeling bad for Anne Frank, which, no, they're literally just taught that, hey, this person was fucking killed, and that's bad. He goes on to say, well, can you name even one African girl that died in the slave boats? Which basically just gives me, oh yeah, you think slavery's bad? Name every slave who died on the boats vibes, which, like, yeah, that was awful. Again, here's the thing, it's important to remember that U.S. history is extremely whitewashed. There's a reason MLK is basically seen as like this the ultimate good one. And a reason that Malcolm X is seen as like this evil, horrible monster that was a demonic terrorist from hell, which, look, I'm not gonna say everything Malcolm X did was 100% perfect, or that he never said or did some pretty screwed up things, or didn't hold some pretty fucked up beliefs. In his younger days, he did mellow out with age and realize that he was wrong on some things. But, he was dead on some things, like how the establishment will try to use, you know, performative measures to appease the black people instead of, you know, actually fixing the problems they're upset about. And, you know, this is pretty much the level of... But the funniest part is, he was wearing this clown makeup and had this, like, super serious music in the background, which, you know, if he wasn't an anti-Semitic piece of garbage I'd actually find kind of funny. But, like, seriously, dude. You cannot cry about how nobody cares about your struggles and then basically try to downplay other struggles. And, like, here's the thing. I'm not saying we shouldn't care about the struggles Gazi brings up, because they are valid and legit. And there are plenty of black people who are affected by this who aren't anti-Semitic pieces of shit. And I get wanting to spite this waste of garbage, but he is really not worth it, in my honest opinion. And again, it hurts the people, black people, who aren't anti-Semitic waste of human beings. Gazi is a fucking idiot. Yeah, we should teach kids more about the horrors of slavery. We shouldn't whitewash or sugarcoat things. That I agree with. But to then try to sugarcoat the Holocaust, like, oh, there's the white Jews, the African Jews, the white colonized Jews. Anne Frank was a white colonized Jew. The Holocaust was a good thing. Like, yeah, he may not have directly said that, but come on, he definitely thinks the Holocaust was a good thing. But just because these people were, not as oppressed in Europe, doesn't mean they weren't oppressed. Like, it's not just that they were killed, they were banned from any sort of entertainment or fun. They had soldiers breaking into their house and taking all of their belongings. They had to live in constant fear that they might be arrested and baked in an oven or thrown into a gas chamber and suffocated with poisonous gas. This is really fucked up, and to try to downplay that is really fucking horrible, see. Yeah, and I know you're not gonna listen to me because I'm just a white devil. Same time, I really don't care. Mostly because I get to still have a Twitter account while you were banned. Nani neener. Yeah, I know I got a little bit petty there at the end, but honestly, I don't want to say racist shit to him, because that would still be wrong and still would spread a message that it's okay to be racist, which it really isn't. So that was the best I could do and remain as nice as possible. Well, it's a video. Bye.